kind of cheesy pasta.
So you said I should have the British subtitles?
And it is fine.
The flame at? Directed by Charles Cecil.
You played any of the other Broken Swords?
Nope, never heard before.
This is number 5.
Yeah, but it looked like the number 1 came out in the 90s, so... Oh, it's weird. It's like kind of 2D, but also not.
Yeah.
I'll have to find out if I need to move and not be on the top right of the screen.
We must go now. Papa!
Tiago, go with your mother to the trap. Take this. It will always be your guide.
Yes, Papa.
We will join you shortly. Xavier, the painting.
Will you? I don't think he will.
La maledicción. This way.
Senora, it is too late. Go.
No! Papa!
Yep, that's what I thought.
Senor, in here. Search them.
That must be the bad guy. Can you get my phone out of the other room?
Yeah.
Paris, present day. The painting is in the Louvre.
Paris?
Or some other
Passion, romance,
art museum.
l'amour. I was working in art insurance. It paid the rent, just about. And then, by chance, I met Nico at a private view.
You didn't tell me that you were back in Paris, George?
We should catch up. Let's have lunch. Nobody move.
Internet connection quality is currently not sufficient enough to broadcast.
No, monsieur, not la malédiction.
Stay back.
Once again, Paris had shown me her dark side. A brutal robbery, a senseless murder. Nico and I were about to be drawn into a new and terrifying adventure together. The gallery owner was dead. I guess sometimes playing the hero doesn't pay. My company had insured the exhibition, so I had a crime to solve. The cops would be here soon. I didn't have much time.
Let's move myself to the bottom left. Advanced settings. Camera video. Lower left.
what? Oh my god, hang on for a second. I found this coupon was sitting over there. Did your dad give you this coupon? Because this coupon expires in 2014.
Well, either way, they take expired ones, so I use that type of coupon.
So that's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, but so.
It was a blob of chewed gum.
There was a blob of chewing gum.
See, a blob of joy, a blob of cheese.
Chewing gum.
Oh, chewing gum. Okay, simple.
The thief left the pizza box behind. I wondered what was in it. Well, no surprise there. Pizza. The guy must have been hungry. There was only one slice left.
Oh, that's really weird looking. Look how weird the pointer is.
Oh, that is weird. It reminds me of like a computer game.
Should I just stuff that pizza in my coat pocket?
I hope you did because that's awesome.
Yeah, it's in my inventory. Can I stick this painting in my...
The alarm didn't work on that night. I wonder
Evidently
what
not.
paintings alarm had.
Yeah, but it's
I'd already tried the alarm on that one. Better not set it off again. All I needed was a mere 65,000 that this little gem could be mine. 55,000. Huh, a shame. Just outside my price range.
Yeah, I don't think this is the lure. This is just an art gallery.
just an art
The
gallery.
poster was old. I didn't want to touch it. The poster was...
Shut up.
Now you
I wondered how many paintings they'd sold for this price. As they say, every artist was first an amateur. I could have bought a nice car for the price of that. It was Hector Lane, France's greatest art critic. We'd met before. It hadn't ended well. For a moment, I thought he was dead. But from the snoring, I guessed he'd only fainted.
Oh, it doesn't want to turn the camera moving.
Shh. Aha, I found the other remote.
I can stay out of the way till I'm done eating. No, you can still hear my comments.
You can eat on the television. It's fine. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to observe him?
Lane was out cold. I was going to need something to bring him around.
Pizza.
I mean, he's a bigger guy.
In the pocket was a pair of nail clippers. They were monogrammed with the letters H.L. Even unconscious, Lane's body reacted to food. Lane was out cold. I was going to need something.
Shut up. So that I was not supposed to.
Lane had fainted. I was going to have to find a way to revive him.
Maybe I can clip him with my clippers.
No one had noticed the pizza box falling to the floor. I decided to leave it alone.
Yeah, maybe they're too worried about the dead guy.
Didn't they say this was like 1937?
Excuse me, Father.
Or was that when it started? And this is like in the 60s?
I wasn't paying attention to
I'm
the time.
George Stillborn. My company insured the exhibition.
My name is Simeon.
Is there anything I can do?
Pray for his soul.
It seems like they were just beginning pizza in the 30s.
On the contrary, this killing makes plenty of sense.
What do you mean?
A great evil has taken place. This is the work of the devil. What? I am a
Modern day
Dominican
Paris.
priest.
So it's
I
probably
am
supposed to be 2015.
Now, excuse me. I must pray.
1 minute, I'd been planning dinner with Nico. The next, I was talking art theft, murder, and the devil with a priest. The bus was balanced precariously on the pedestal. I didn't want to knock it off. The door was locked with a keypad. The wires from the camera ran into the room behind. It must have captured the whole robbery. If I could get the code to the keypad, I might be able to shed some light on the crime.
Or you could just ask. Oh no, maybe it's the dead guys.
Yeah.
The cable to the camera ran into the room marked private.
He probably will have it on his person.
Another alarm working as it should. Just 90,000 for this one.
I bet there's something up with
The
alarm on the
label
one that was
says
stolen.
1932. The gallery wanted 80 grand. A rare glimpse of the absent adult.
I need to know what all of the paintings
Smith
say.
on the 80 grand.
Let's see if it works on this one.
Another one. Was the alarm on the stolen painting the only one that wasn't working?
Dun dun dun.
Another one. Was the alarm on the...
Shut up, you already said that.
This was where the stolen painting had hung.
Is it? Is it now?
And why kill for it? The stolen painting had an alarm, which should have sounded when the painting was removed. I needed to find out why it hadn't. I pressed the vibration detector pad. Nothing happened. I pressed the It was the speaker cone for the alarm. It hadn't sounded when the painting was stolen. Looked fine to me. That wasn't the reason the alarm didn't go off. So, the alarm wasn't broken. I suspected foul play. So that was why the alarm hadn't sounded. A wire had been cut by someone who knew exactly what they were doing. This was an inside job.
Done. We've already earned a trophy.
There you go.
All trophies. Chanted to the, or chatted to the boot.
I still needed to figure out the code to that keypad.
Whatever. Let's go to Henry's body. See if Henry has the code on his person.
You
Oh, to Toilette.
It was a bottle of bread. The label claimed it would wake the beast within. He definitely was better. I put the glasses back where they were. Best to leave the evidence where I found it.
No. Oh. This is really awkward.
Stop messing with the corpse's eyes.
Poor guy.
You say after you've messed with his eyes.
Poor guy.
Anything else?
Poor guy.
Shut up.
Here today, gone tomorrow. I decided to let Maurice Toupet rest in peace. Father?
Yes, my son.
Whoa.
Wait, when did you pick up a devil mask?
I didn't. I don't know what that means.
Would you like this piece of pizza?
A man has just died. No, thank you.
I would totally be eating that piece of pizza.
Hey, Father. How about a squirt?
I think not.
What?
Use the worst.
Do you recognize these?
Nail clippers. I'm not sure what your point is.
What did you mean when you said that a great evil had taken place?
Your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
What?
Peter 5:8. The devil is all around, Mr. Stobart.
That still answered none of our questions.
What brought you to the exhibition, Father?
The painting.
Which one?
La Maledictio, of course.
The painting that was stolen.
I had to confront the evil.
He's just not telling us anything.
I know, I'm intentionally clicking the unhelpful.
What do you know about the man who painted La Maledictio?
El Seth. He was a man playing with fire. The fire of eternal damnation.
It's the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm so confused.
Tell me about the stolen painting.
I don't know.
Whoever gets close to it will burn in hell.
Did Henri say anything before he died?
He said,
Henri?
"Stop the car. I want to get in."
What does that mean?
We may never know.
I think there's something strange going on here.
Yes, Mr. Stobart. At last you see the truth.
No, Father. I mean that the
I
robbery
think
looks
the
like an
priest did it.
inside job.
The devil's work is always an inside job.
Lucifer.
A wire in the painting's alarm was deliberately cut.
Cut by the devil himself, perhaps.
Oh my gosh.
As far as I know, sightings of guys with horns and tails have been a little down recently.
You mock me, Mr. Stobart. But as you will discover, the devil likes to have the last laugh.
Do you know the code to get into the office?
No. But you could always pray and ask for divine guidance.
This guy's obnoxious.
With
He's
respect,
also
Father,
very
I'm
unhelpful.
looking for a slightly quicker solution.
Here, you can sit over here.
He has to get more food.
Oh, fine. You can go get more food. Oh, maybe I need to spray this guy with the eau de toilette to get him to wake up.
I mean, was that guy like a guard or something?
I think this guy, like, owns the
The gallery?
gallery or works at it in some way.
Time for weekly beats. What? What was that? It smells like the 70s. Where am I? You fainted. Welcome back to the land of the living. I wouldn't exactly call this living. Don't just stand there. Give me something to eat. I've had a terrible shock, you know.
Do I really have to give him the pizza?
Apparently, no pizza for you.
I found a slice of pizza.
Fatty.
I asked for food, boy, not a cardboard simulacrum.
Oh, okay, if you don't want it.
I didn't say that. Now give it here.
I hope there's poison on that pizza.
Given the circumstances, that
Did you
was
say you hope
surprisingly
it's poison pizza?
Yes.
Now,
Oh
what's
my
been
God.
going on?
Yes, say so.
Poor chap. Just like him to steal the limelight, though.
Excuse me.
Do I know you?
Yes, our paths have crossed. In the Glees Gallery?
Of course. The man at the absent. I don't suppose.
Afraid not.
Pity. I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble remembering your name.
I'm George Stobart. I insured the exhibition.
I hope you have deep pockets then, my boy.
Could I ask you a few questions, Mr. Lane?
Fire away.
Did you know the gallery owner?
Of course. We worked together on the exhibition.
Oh, really?
Henri provided the space. I, the creative powerhouse.
How long had you known him?
As a friend, many years. Our professional relationship had only recently blossomed into this exhibition under my curatorial wing. And now the poor fellow's got himself killed.
If Lane was involved with the gallery, then he had to know the code to that door. Do you know anything about the stolen painting?
Of course, dear boy. La Malediction, a little known, turned up at the last minute.
What about the killer? Were you able to get a look at it?
A delinquent in a tin hat. Beyond that, I don't really recall.
Oh, yeah, you painted.
Those of us with a higher aesthetic are more sensitive to violence.
So you curated the exhibition? What's it about?
A brilliant retrospective. A dialectical window on European art's ongoing discourse with the unresolved psychoses of the nation-state.
Wow, you took the
Just
words
in
right
time
out of
for
my
some
mouth.
stranger to watch us play.
Who painted the stolen painting?
Therein lies a mystery. We only know his pseudonym, El Cert. He was a Catalan, a modernist. His works are symbolic, religious.
What can you tell me about the stolen painting?
La Malediction, a challenging piece. If you like a wide cast of obscure saints and fringe Christian symbolism, of course. Not especially valuable, though. The thief won't get much for it on the black market.
How about some more of this?
I don't think so. As a cell volatile, it was a trick. As a clone, it would be more bad.
Should I ask him about his nail clippers?
Yeah.
So you help me out this place? Maybe you can give me the code to that door.
The code to the office.
I just thought you might have the number.
I do, but I couldn't possibly give you access before the police arrived.
I figured I wasn't going to get the door code from my friends. I knew the answer.
I need to bribe him with the clippers.
Mr. Lane, you're really going to have to give me the code to that door.
And why, pray, should I do that?
Because the way the cops will see it, you're the prime suspect. We both know you're innocent, Mr. Lane, but the cops, well, they may not see things so simply. I might be able to get them off your case, but in exchange, I'd like the code to the office door.
That's preposterous. The police would have neither evidence nor motive.
Funny you should mention that. Are these your nail clippers, Mr. Lane?
Yes, they have my initials monogrammed on them.
Huh. The perfect implement for cutting the alarm on a stolen painting.
What are you saying?
Well, the alarm was sabotaged, Mr. Lane. It was an inside job.
Are you accusing me? How dare you? I had no reason to kill Henri, no motive whatsoever.
Okay, but I don't think the cops will see it like that. And I sure would like that door code. Well, you got to admit, the cut wire doesn't look good for you.
As I said, this is a preposterous allegation.
This is an inside job for sure, Mr. Lane. The police are going to be very interested in your recent movements.
I've been out of town for several days, and last night I retired early.
Just saying.
You're not going to sting me into giving you that door code, you know.
Don't spray.
I was onto something here, and I knew it. Lane was sweating. It wasn't pretty. How about it, Mr. Lane? Ready to give me the door code yet?
Certainly not. Give me a single reason why I should.
Guilty by way of nail clippers.
I've been away from Paris for several days and only got back this morning. How could I have cut that wire?
Mr. Lane, this robbery is not going to reflect well on you.
As I said, I shall take my chances. You're not getting that door code. Ugh, keep that noxious potion away from me.
I hate to say this, Mr. Lane, but you're going to be the #1 suspect for this murder.
So you keep saying, Mr. Stobart.
So you've been out of town and hit the sack early last night?
That's right. I've not been near the gallery for days.
Guilty by way of nail clippers.
Sheer fantasy. What possible motivation could I have to sabotage the alarm?
Evidently, I need something else.
Yeah, what are you gonna say to convince him?
I don't know. Apparently, I can leave.
The street was quiet and upmarket. Not the kind of place for an opportunist thief. From out here, you couldn't see the stolen painting. This robbery was definitely planned.
Le Lézard Bleu.
The room looked like some sort of office for the gallery. I could just see the glow of the CCTV monitor in the corner.
Pissoir.
You gotta hand it to the French. They know how to take a leap.
Oh,
in
it's
style.
literally a toilet. Pissoir. I can just go into the metro station? Aren't I supposed to stay here?
Aren't you supposed to get that code?
Yeah, I guess I can just leave too.
I've
That'd be
always been a
nice.
sucker for Parisian stained glass.
I don't think picking the British subtitles made any difference whatsoever.
I don't think so either.
Maybe the waiter has the code.
The Sacré-Cœur Basilica, the highest point in Paris. Impressive. The menu offered black coffee and a short list of soft drinks.
Where did the waiter go?
In the doorway?
It won't let me talk to him. Ah, there he is. Come back. Back, I say.
Excuse me. Monsieur?
Maybe he has
There's just a
observed
robbery at the gallery.
the other guy.
Oh. You don't
Oh.
seem surprised.
Really?
All property is theft, monsieur. And all art is property. Therefore, all art is theft.
What?
Do you not agree?
That's just the most pretentious thing I've ever heard.
Put it like
And I don't
that.
even understand it.
Hard enough.
France.
Did you see anybody run out of the gallery earlier?
There was a beautiful woman with a camera. She was chasing someone.
That must have been Nico.
You know her? You surprise me.
Can you tell me anything about the man she was chasing?
I assume, monsieur, that like all of us, he is inherently unknowable.
No wonder this guy's cafe was empty.
The gallery owner, Henri, was shot dead trying to stop the robbery.
Life has no meaning the moment you lose the illusion of being.
What is with these people?
Right. Did you know
Somebody
him?
died. Life
Have we
is
ever
illusion.
truly know another human being, monsieur? He spent little time at the cafe, unlike his friend, Monsieur Lane.
What do you know about Le Lizard?
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Bourgeois, vacuous, and overpriced. Just like its curator Lane. He's always in here, you know, talking art to his latest fusée.
Whoa.
Would you like a squirt of this?
Are you suggesting I smell, monsieur?
No,
I
sorry.
want to offer to squirt everybody.
That does not sound right.
Do you recognize these?
That's the thing. He said, "Do you want to squirt, Father?"
Yeah, nailed it.
That's what he said.
What do you know about Hector Lane?
Lane? Oh, yeah. He drinks here sometimes. He slid away last night without paying.
Last night? What sort of time?
After midnight, for sure. If you see him, give him this bill. Tell him to pay up next time.
The check is from last night. But Lane told me he was nowhere near the guy. This
Dun,
could be the
dun.
one who got the store code from Lane. Thank you for your consistent indifference, monsieur.
Perhaps next time you come, I will give you a coffee. Perhaps not.
Hi, me again.
You assume, monsieur, that it was you last time.
What? The dialogue in this, though.
He said,
Anything else you can tell me about Le Lizard Bleu?
Rien, monsieur.
So you and Lane aren't the best of pals, huh?
The man is a second-rate critic, peddling meaningless aphorisms.
So, Lane ran up this bill last night? Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. He was plying his latest picker with my best champagne.
He wasn't interested in that the first time I showed him. I didn't think I'd learn anything new. Thank you for your time, monsieur.
"Should I see what's in the metro before I go back and bribe the guy?"
Sure. Let me know when you need me to start fixing dinner.
No, I don't want to look at the toilet again. Stop.
It was a pissoir.
He's bound and determined to go to the
For a moment,
bathroom.
I contemplated getting on the next train out of here. But a man was dead, and I had a job to do.
Oh, I can't just ditch town. Oh, look at the pigeons.
Ew.
The pigeons.
You're a dork. You know, if we ever go to the
I want to talk to
Paris Disney, everyone will
Father?
fall.
Why?
Because you're
Yes, my son.
you attempting French.
This is an unpaid bill from the cafe next door.
I can assure you it is not mine.
Why did you even bring that up to him? Here, you want to offer a squirt to the priest again?
Take a look at this, Father.
Oh, he didn't say
I've
this.
already given you my thoughts about that.
Fine. Whatever, Father.
How about it, Mr. Lane? Ready to give me the door code
Father
yet?
of mine.
Certainly not.
My God.
Give me a single reason why I should. Guilty by way of nail clippers. I've been away from Paris for several days. Take a look at this. What of it? It's your bill from the cafe next door. So, it's dated yesterday. Last night, in fact. 12:30 to be exact. You said you were out of town. You sure drank a lot of champagne last night without paying the bill. But you told me that you were away from Paris last night. I hate to say it, but
Snap, diggity
that
dog.
sounds like a lie to me. Tell you what, you give me the code of the door, and the police need never know.
A motive and proof of involvement. Not looking good, Mr. Lane.
You are a blackmailer, Stobart.
Just doing my job.
All right. You have me. The number is 6397. But I admit to none of these spurious accusations.
I had the code. The police would be here any moment, so I had to work fast. What was that number again? 642. No.
I can't
remember.
Everyone,
Hold it right there.
Really?
I am Inspector
I am
Poirot.
Inspector Navet of the
Poirot.
Poirot.
and I hereby declare this crime scene open. I mean, closed. Now, nobody move, especially you on the floor. Move, I want a total lockdown. Nobody
On the
in
floor.
or out, apart from me. of course.
I needed to get back into the gallery, but a familiar figure was guarding the door. It was Sergeant Smith. Our paths had crossed before.
Wee.
Oh, that's what I was doing wrong. Okay.
Oh my god.
It was an office. The room was full of strange trinkets. The pissoir was decorative and unpleasant. It was the pissoir.
It was
It
the
was the
pissoir.
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 I wasn't going to leave without comparing notes with Georges.
Georges.
Zhuzh.
I like all these French games.
Do you know?
An intricate stained glass window, irresistible to any tourist. The body was still in there. I had to get back inside.
Do you can just let him get arrested and be fine. Well, I can talk to the studio chef as her too. This would be great.
Madame,
Bonjour, monsieur.
whatever it is you want, we are closed.
Then
Why are you just standing
standing
there?
here?
Oh, she asked him that
I
too.
don't understand, madame.
Try me.
Because I look at you and I know you are like all the others.
The others?
The pretty women who shop, who gossip, who have their
This
spas.
doesn't answer why you're standing there.
Almond croissants.
That bad, huh?
And the men in their grooming products and their shiny shoes and their skinny suits who come to my
Shiny
cafe and
shoes.
ask me for lattes, macchiatos, frappes.
I see your point.
Is this what we fought on the barricades for, madame? Ripped up the paving slabs, bled on the streets.
Isn't it?
No, madame, it is not. We fought for ideas, for philosophy, for freedom, equality, fraternity.
Vive la révolution.
And do you know what drove us on as we fought? What
Frappes.
fueled the streets of Paris in that glorious spring? What made our hearts soar?
Cheap wine and free sex?
No, madame, no! It was French Café Noir that inspired us. The simple demi-tasse. The black, sweet taste of freedom.
So that's why you closed?
Yes, madame. I serve only thinkers, philosophers, revolutionaries. And you, madame, with your polite talk and your pointed ears, are none of those things.
This is a cafe.
Yes, to the right people.
On any other day, I would have given this guy a straight one to the chin. But there was a chance he could help me get into the gallery. As always, Paris looked beautiful. Monsieur,
Life is fleeting, madame. The sands of time are running through your fingers.
well, that may be, but
We know not what we want, and yet we are responsible for what we are.
there's been a crime.
That is terrible, madame. But you know what they say.
No, but I think you're going to tell me.
Life begins on the other side of despair. C'est vrai, non?
Well, I guess so. He was pushing me to the point of despair.
During the riots, we battled the forces of oppression.
Oh, really? That must have been terrifying.
It was, except that they made me stay behind the barricades with the other baristas. We made coffee by the liter to fuel the resistance. I've never brewed so much coffee. Of course, our brave heroes spent half their
It's
time
supposed to
going
be
for a
modern
pee.
day, then why stop
But
with
with
the
our
resistance,
coffee
the less
inside them, they
resistance,
fought the
the
running
French
dogs
resistance,
all
the
night
more
long.
food.
None of this was helping me get past Sergeant Mou.
Au revoir.
Monsieur,
I just want to see how much this guy has to say.
The road to enlightenment is a long one, madame. Perhaps you will walk that road with me. Au revoir.
What?
I guess that's all he has to say until I go talk to the other guy. Gotta talk to Moo.
Sergeant Mou, we meet again.
Ah, Madame Collard. An unexpected pleasure.
I was in the gallery at the time of the theft. Can I get back in?
I am sorry, but I am under strict orders from Inspector Navet. Nobody in, nobody out. And I must correct you, madame. It is no longer just a theft. It is a murder.
Mon Dieu, that poor man.
This is a really awkward painting.
I witnessed the crime. I've got to get back in there.
I'm sure you can make an official statement in good time.
I saw the thief. I think I can help the investigation.
No, this is
I
a
am
real.
implacable, Madame Collard.
What?
This is a real like painting.
Well, I don't know. This is just. I don't know what this is.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is based on whatever this is. What it's saying. Yeah.
Who is Inspector Navet?
The most promising young investigator on the force. A genius. A man blessed with almost superhuman insight.
He sounds highly perspicacious.
Madame, it is not for us to talk about the inspector's sweaty proclivities. He is about to solve his third case in as many days.
So, what's he got that the other investigators don't have?
Blood spatter. He is the wealth expert. He reads the entrails of the crime scene like a book.
What's she gonna do next?
I chased after the shooter and got a photo of you.
Inspector Navet will be delighted.
You've got to let me into the gallery to show him.
Absolutely not.
So, I cannot go in without Inspector Navet's permission?
No.
And to get Inspector Navet's permission, I need to go in.
Exactement.
Have you ever heard of Kafka, Sergeant Mou?
Madame Collard, I do not see what soccer players have to do with this.
No, he's a... Never mind.
Kafka?
Yeah.
Here's my
He's
press
never,
card.
like, the author
Do you
of
have
the
a statement for the
Metamorphosis?
paper?
The author
Yes,
Kafka?
ma'am.
I've never heard the term
Stay
Kafka.
away from the crime
I
scene
have, I think.
and let the police do their job. And always leave a light on when you go out at night.
Oh, Nate has a new PlayStation for some reason.
I really need to get into the gallery and speak to Inspector Nave.
Tut. He is not to be disturbed.
Tut.
He is applying his famous scientific methods. Any moment now, the case will be cracked. I
Gotta go
certainly
back
hope so.
to the,
I am dog-tired and want to go home.
This was madness. Sergeant Moore wasn't
Gotta
going
go
to
back
let
and
me
figure
in.
out how I can get the other guy to help me. Oh, he's getting tired.
Why are you so tired, Sergeant Moore?
I have been working for 3 days with no rest.
I am gonna
Nave
convince
is a
him to get
genius in his
coffee.
field, and he assumes that we all have his energy and vigor.
Because he's
Oh,
a
you
man
poor
of
man.
uniform.
If you'd like to go and get some sleep, I will watch the door for you.
That's very thoughtful
He's
of
not
you.
gonna be that stupid.
Ha! A cunning attempt to make me a deserter, madame. A gendarme never leaves his post.
Well, how about a hot drink?
Ah, that would do the trick for sure. Unfortunately, I mustn't drink on duty. My doctor specifically warned me against it after the last incident.
No.
That incident you mentioned, what happened exactly?
I don't want to talk about it. All I can say is it was very unfortunate. I am on duty, and I need to focus.
Sergeant Moore could do with one of those famous coffees. Thanks a lot, Sergeant Moore. You've been so helpful.
Why is it awkwardly zooming out?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do next. Is that sign just a guy just pissing?
Oh my gosh. That's really awkward.
This game is full of hidden gems.
Monsieur,
Madame,
I am not what you think I am.
being is in itself.
You're gonna keep going back to this guy to get his dialogue.
Sacre, being and nothingness.
Bravo, madame. Lucky guess, perhaps. Au revoir.
Oh, I can just call.
Hi,
That's
George.
weird, I could
I'm
hear it
outside
through
the
the
gallery.
Yeah, there's a speaker in here.
Inspector Moore is out here and he's not letting me in. I managed to grab a couple of photos, but the guy got away. I know.
I need to
I
turn the
killed
volume up
him.
on this.
That's so cool.
So,
Yeah.
no
I
ordinary
like it when games
robbery.
do this. It's just too low volume on here.
No.
There's a game where your sword talks,
Yeah.
and the sword's voice comes out of the controller. Her name is Nico. Oh, Nicole. George is such a boring character, though. He even looks like it was the same people that made that ABC Murders game.
Yeah.
Audio settings. devices. Volume for speaker on controllers that this is.
Yeah. Yep.
And while we're in here, let's make this a little less transparent.
Here's my first card.
La liberté. Madame, you are not the person that I took you to be. You must accept my deepest, my most profound apologies.
Well, of course I accept. But why?
La Liberté, the great journal of freedom. At the height of the battle, as the tear gas blew and the blood flowed, it was La Liberté which carried the voice of our revolution to the world. I know now that you are not the kind of woman who would ask me for almond croissants. You are a true daughter of France, and I am your humble servant.
I'm so humble. Before I do that, who's Ronnie?
I don't know.
I want to see how the sound sounds now. It'll probably be too loud.
Ronnie, I'm at the exhibition over in Montmartre. You won't believe the scoop I've got.
Kidding. That place is done. What could possibly happen to make it exciting?
A painting's been stolen and the gallery owner's been shot.
What? Okay, speak to anybody who saw what happened. Scope out. And call me as soon as you get a story. If you're quick, we can make the easy condition. Bye.
I think there was something else I was playing where I had to turn the volume down on the controller because it was too loud. I think it was the Shadow of Mordor.
When does that new one come out?
Like this fall, but I wasn't necessarily planning on getting it day one. Unless you want me to, I can do it. I mean, I won't not, dislike it.
Monsieur.
Go feed him coffee.
Madame?
Could we have a little chat?
Any time, madame.
How about some coffee?
For you, madame, of course. There is only one coffee that I can serve you. Black, strong, and in a tiny cup. One moment. Here is your coffee, madame.
Joel!
Thank you, monsieur.
I said it's soft.
Yeah, I hope the microphone did not pick that up.
It'll be fine. It's all fine.
The coffee was hot and strong.
I have a
Did you see
takeaway
anything
coffee.
happen at the gallery earlier?
I saw you running after a pizza delivery guy. Somebody said he killed someone.
That's true. He stole a painting and shot the gallery owner.
How close we are to death. And yet how far from ever comprehending it.
Well, right now I need to get back inside and figure out what happened.
I applaud you, madame. To seek the truth is a worthy ambition.
As a journalist, that is my duty. The waiter didn't need to see my press card again. Would you make me a coffee to go?
For a fellow revolutionary? Of course, madame. One moment.
Because every time you picked up like the artifacts and stuff, it would talk out of the speaker.
Take away coffee, madame.
And when you were trying to sleep,
Thank
it was
you.
like
Yeah.
too loud. This game just has really low volume dialogue coming out of here. It's not that this can't make a louder noise.
Sergeant Snow, I brought you a coffee.
Coffee? Fantastic. Just what I need. But wait. I must not. My little problem.
What?
So one little cup of coffee won't hurt.
I'm tempted, madame, but I cannot risk it. I am sorry.
So, this incident, it involved you, some coffee, and your little problem?
It is a tale of woe, madame.
I'm all ears, Sergeant.
Well, since you seem quite understanding, I shall elaborate.
Please do.
I was in charge of canine security for the president himself. One day, en vacances, he went for a private discussion with a lady minister. I stayed alone with his dog, but I had drunk a coffee to stay awake, and nature came to
Oh, he's gonna go to the pissoir.
So I tied the dog to a tree and went for a secret pee-pee. When I came back, the dog was having a liaison dangereuse with the lady minister's terrier.
But how did they find out?
What did he just say?
He just said he tied the dog up, and then
2
when he
months
came,
later, the president's Labrador gave birth to
when he
6
came back, the
beautiful
dog was.
monkeys.
Having dog sex with the other
And
dog.
Yeah.
I was busted to sergeant just after the president's divorce came through.
You are a victim of a great injustice, Sergeant.
You think so?
But of course, you knew you must not fall asleep at your post. You were guarding the president himself.
Well, the president's dog.
Ah, it was the same thing.
Yes, I suppose.
I'm reading this
And
crazy
by
article.
drinking
and it's
that
the new
coffee,
read it
you
later.
made the ultimate sacrifice for our glorious republic, your career.
Now you put it like that?
And now France is pulling you again. She is saying, drink, Sergeant Moore, drink!
She is?
She is. Drink or fall asleep at your post. Which is it to be?
I suppose it is drink.
Bravo, Sergeant!
Oh dear. Oh dear.
He took a
Excuse
pee
me,
dance.
madame. I must use the petit gendarme's room. It has gone straight
I'm gonna watch
through.
him run. He's gonna book
Could you
it.
watch the gallery door for me?
Oh, you can count on me, Sergeant. I distracted
Did it
you.
just open like that? That's so awkward.
Yeah. Breaking the seal was the trophy for sending him to the restroom. What seal
How
was
did you
broken?
get past Sergeant Moore? Well, you won't fool me so easily, madame. I shall question you later.
Nico, am I glad to see you?
So, what's the problem?
The inspector's watching me like a hawk. I'll never get in without some sort of distraction.
I'll see what I can do.
You're not gonna get in anyway. You already forgot the code.
If it hadn't been for the body, I would have enjoyed looking at the paintings.
Can I desecrate the body? Is that
I
enough of a
don't
distraction?
know.
But not enough to buy it.
Is that enough of a distraction, don't you think?
A CCTV camera watched over the room. Shush.
Shush.
Yeah, Nico.
So why do you need to get into the office again?
I'm pretty sure the robbery was an inside job, and I think the proof is in the office.
So, what's stopping you?
Super cop over there.
What if I create a distraction?
You do that, and I'll let you have whatever I find.
That's a deal, George. Somehow, I had to get the inspector away from the office door. I've never met the gallery before, but he sure do deserve this. Poor guy. The bust was striking. Nice use of color. Inspector Nave, do you have a moment?
It's apparently not.
My time is of the essence. Be quick now.
I suppose this is quite a complex case, Inspector.
It is a robbery gone bad. Nothing more, nothing less.
Surely there's a bit more to it than that.
Please abstain from baseless conjecture, madame. The victim's body paints a simple picture, more reliable than any witness statement. Consider the impact of the bullet, and note the concomitant lack of blood. A casual homicide, nothing more.
Don't you find it odd that the thief chose that one particular painting?
Life is full of odd things, madame. Fingerless gloves, white dog tutu.
What?
I prefer to
Whoever wrote
conceal
this
myself
dialogue,
with
A+.
Why don't you check out the security camera footage?
Madame, that is not
I think
my
it's
area.
already warm in here.
No.
It is the body which concerns me.
But the CCTV footage is evidence. It could help identify the killer.
Correction, madame. It is the indicator. The only true evidence is bodily fluid. Unless you know something I don't, then please leave me be.
The only evidence
Hi.
Inspector Nave seemed to appreciate involved gore.
Why is there no blood around the dead guy?
What do you think about the American, George?
He is deeply suspicious.
Could you give me a statement, Inspector?
Now is not the time, madame.
Should I sabotage or should I talk to the other guy first?
Maybe talk to the other guy first, then sabotage.
Thanks, Inspector. I'll let you know if I remember anything else. If I was going to distract Nave, I needed to unearth new evidence or concordance. And the bloodier, the better.
Wait, I'm supposed to create bloody evidence?
Yeah, maybe use the piece. I have no idea.
Yeah, tomato stain.
The tomato sauce had splattered on the floor. No way was I going to clean that up with my bare hands. I spread some of the sauce around with my shoe.
Yeah, but there's a mushroom in it.
It's a chewing gum.
But it still wasn't right.
I have
If
to
I was
remove
going to
chewing gum.
distract the cop, I had to get rid of that gum.
Oh, my poor delicate
The
fingers.
tomato sauce looked as close to blood as it was ever going to. Excuse me, Father.
For I have sinned.
Father Simeon, my child.
Are you okay, Father?
It's a terrible shock, but yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Could I ask you some questions about the crime?
What kind of questions?
I'm a reporter for the...
I want to hear off his dialogue too. He's
I
funny.
suppose it cannot hurt. Please ask away.
Did you see anything that might help identify the killer?
The devil takes many forms, child. I didn't get a good enough look, I'm
I
afraid.
can tell if this is like
Anything would help.
great writing or
I'm
terrible
sorry,
writing,
Mother.
but either way, it's perfect.
This is my press card. As I said, I work for La Liberté.
Good. Be sure to warn your readers that this painting is evil.
What do you know about Henri?
An innocent victim, insofar as any of us are innocent. If he was peddling such blasphemous works as the El Surf painting, then who knows?
He just
what
like
other
raised his
sins he
voice.
was
I
hiding.
know.
Father Simeon was making me feel guilty. Priests always live that way. Why did you come to the gallery today, Father?
God brought me here. I saw the poster for the exhibition. I had to come.
What do you mean?
I knew there was great evil in La Maledictio. It was my duty.
Is that the
to
one that was
confront
stolen?
it. The painter was El Serp, the serpent. Don't you see?
I'm not sure.
So, what were you planning on doing here today?
I wanted to bear witness to anything that the devil would conjure.
Well, I think it was a no-show, Father.
Really? A man is dead, Miss Collard. I'd say his work here today is done.
That wasn't going to help my story. What can you tell me about the painting?
Grotesque and evil.
How can a painting be evil?
By killing all who've come into contact with it.
Does that mean we're next?
Laugh not at the devil's play, Miss Collard.
What do you think about that stain?
Is that blood?
I think it's just sauce.
Why would she tell him that if she's trying to?
We are facing death and divine retribution. This is no time for tidying up.
Father Simeon wasn't making much sense. Thank you for your time, Father. The priest had nothing useful to offer. Drawing attention to myself would be a bad idea. The gallery was already a mess. I didn't feel like tearing the poster down. Nice price tag. If it hadn't been for the body, I would have enjoyed looking at the paintings. Are you Hector, the art critic?
Enchanté, madame. And which of the angels are you?
I'm Nico Kala, a reporter.
Ah, a fallen angel then. My favorite sort.
Here's my press card.
And there was I thinking you were too young and beautiful to be a reporter.
This guy's just horny.
Yeah, for real.
What can you tell me about the painting that was taken?
It was called La Maledictio, an unknown work that only recently surfaced.
Who was the artist?
A mysterious figure known only as El Serp. Some say he was a student of Picasso. He was good, but not great, and his true identity remains unknown.
Have you spoken to Georges?
The American.
The American. Oh.
He promised to clear up any misunderstandings the police might have about my presence here.
Wasn't me.
Father Simeon says that the painting is evil.
The priest is a lunatic. La Maledictio is a painting, and a painting cannot be evil.
I'm looking at the list of the trophies. And there's a trophy I call it the Dreamatorium.
It's great.
Pretty sure it's a community reference.
Yeah, no.
What can you tell me about the theft?
Oh, it was truly awful. What do you want to know?
What can you tell me about Henri's involvement with the gallery?
Dear Henri, a shining diamond in the ordure that is the modern art business. He owned the gallery. What will we do without him?
Tell me about the shooting, monsieur.
No, it all happened so fast.
Take your time. What did you see?
I can't be sure. Perhaps I could answer your questions over dinner.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I'm on a tight deadline. Did you see the thief?
I would have tackled him, but he was too quick for me.
Did you know that the alarm had been sabotaged?
No. How dreadful. I suppose that's why the alarm isn't ringing.
Thanks for your help, Monsieur Lane. I wasn't going to get anything useful from Lane.
Still looking up the trophies?
Mm-hmm.
And now we wait for Joel to finish looking at trophies.
Whatever.
Monsieur Lane?
My dear.
You already knew you weren't going to get anything out of him.
I thought it gave me the option to make a distraction, but it's gone now.
Thanks for your help, Monsieur. Lane had nothing to offer. Inspector.
Okay, wait for him to put a little notepad away.
Yes?
Did you see the alarm was sabotaged?
I have interrogated the crime scene, madame. I am fully aware of the disabled security. I prefer biological evidence to the merely circumstantial. Body parts, blood, important things.
Don't you think the disabled alarm is highly suspicious, though?
The forensic team will be along shortly. Voice your concerns to them. Do not bother me with this circumstantial fliff-flaff.
Have you seen that stain on the floor by the door? What do you think it is?
I don't have time to waste discussing domestic hygiene. Please, leave me to my work.
Oh yeah, I forgot to remove the gum.
Thanks, Inspector. I'll let you know if I remember anything else. Getting in had not been easy. I needed to stay to pursue the investigation. I was going to need to take a closer look.
Yeah, you could probably scrape it off with the press card. I thought about that earlier. She's so attached to it, I didn't think she'd want to get it dirty.
I scraped up the chewing gum with my press card, hoping the inspector wouldn't notice. Inspector.
Yes?
Do you want this chewing gum?
Madame, I do not take bribes.
That was a bribe. The chewing gum.
Have you seen the stain on the floor over there? It looks like blood.
Indeed. How very curious. I must investigate immediately, before one of these idiots steps in it.
employ the machine.
Okay, George. That should distract him for a while.
Nice work, Nico. I'll let you know what I find in the office. I was sure the inspector hadn't seen me slip away, but I needed to be quick, because it wouldn't take him long.
At last, Stobart.
Sorry, Mr. Rickenbacker. I've been busy.
You know, I damn well hope so. I'm watching the news.
Oh, anything interesting?
Yeah, someone stole a painting.
Oh,
Where was
really?
that music coming from? I didn't realize it was taking show.
What's going on?
Yes. Well, the guy was armed, sir.
So?
You think I should have thrown myself in front of the thief, wrestled him to the ground, got myself shot?
Sure would have made me feel better. Anyway, find that painting or give me a good reason not to stay out. Please tell me that you have some leads.
I'm working on it.
Leads. There's a hidden goat up here, apparently.
Oh, man. The priest was right. Evil was abroad.
He did.
Yeah. There's another hidden things I've already missed.
Henri had a model of a VW camper van painted in hippie colors. The engine capacity was displayed on the back, 1600 cc. The woman in the picture looked vaguely familiar. The statue was jaunty, up close and personal. I could see that the fig leaf was hinged.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm gonna touch this failing.
Joe.
What?
Henri's notice board was covered with all kinds of junk. It was hard to tell if the lava lamp was retro or just plain old. Henri sure liked his clutter. The telephone was an antique rotary model. The handset looked greasy. The calendar looked like a child's school project. Henri had ringed 27th May and scrawled birthday. Poor guy hadn't quite made it to his big day. It was a pretty flamboyant-looking clock.
What?
The poster advertised the 1975 Stockholm Music Festival, headlined by a group called the Henny Lobsters. A pair of evil eyes stared from a partially covered poster. The CCTV system was ancient. It took individual shots and recorded them to tape. It looked like I needed to enter a passcode to view the recording. I needed to find a four-digit number. I didn't imagine Henri as a musician. Henri sure had his quirks. The frame containing pressed flowers. The trinkets, the junk, the instruments. Henri was kind of a hippie at heart.
Maybe I can take a nap.
The sofa had clearly taken some punishment over the years.
I bet the code's inside his crotch.
Thankfully, there was no one around to see me do this. Very interesting. I wanted to open the safe without the key. I was fairly sure that even Henri wouldn't be silly enough to keep it hidden in the office. Now that was a safe. No way I'd be able to pick it.
what's your face?
It would have been stupid to phone Nico from in there. Besides, I really didn't want to attract any attention. I had nothing new to tell Rickenbacker, and he wasn't really the chatty type. I didn't want to carry the tape around. I had a feeling I wasn't going to need it. It was the paper that Nico wrote for. Nico lived for the day her story would be on the front cover. I didn't feel the need to take Henri's eraser. Carrying an ink pot around inside my pocket would have been stupid. The ink would have stained my hands for days.
But we can just carry a cup of coffee in our pocket. It's fine.
It'd probably never work again. I decided to leave it. The pen could have been useful. Then again, it might have leaked all over my pocket.
Let's just talk about all the things we're not going to take.
I didn't like the idea of a pocket full of sharp pins.
Well, I don't like the idea of you.
Thanks for narrating that.
The folder looked interesting. This was very definitely tampering with evidence. It was a completion of work notice from a company called Vera Security. They weren't the guys we recommended. Henri had gone behind our backs to choose a different security outfit. Huh. I'd never heard of Vera Security, but there was an address and phone number on the form.
Do you want me to start your dinner yet?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm calling the security place.
Hello, Vera Security.
George Stobart here, Paris Mutual.
Never heard of you.
Really? Surprised. We're leaders in our field in commercial insurance, and our brand recognition is...
Do me a favor. Don't call back.
The lady hung up. I was going to have to visit...
The lady?
What? I'm going to call that lady again.
Hello, Vera Security.
It's George again, from Paris Mutual.
Didn't that help not to call back? Goodbye.
That's totally a man.
Did you just say, did you want the tuna?
It was a statue of Henri bearing almost everything. A strategically placed figure that protected his modesty. It didn't look like there was anything important on the board. I knew it'd be wrong to leave the room without checking it thoroughly. It was a hookah pipe. Those things gave me a headache.
A hookah pipe?
Henri may have been a hippie.
Yeah.
But a hippie.
Hey, you know that the light above the table doesn't need to be on?
What?
The light above the kitchen table does not need to be on?
Well, it was helping me see.
In the trash can, I found a crumpled letter from Henri's credit card company, demanding immediate payment. It listed extravagant purchases from a variety of ladies' fashion stores. The address indicated that Henri lived in the chic and expensive 16th arrondissement of Paris. I decided to put the letter back. Henri's financial problems weren't my business. But now I knew where he lived. That wasn't worth trying. The completion note from Vera Security. There was an address. The street was quiet. I had no reason to search the desk again. It didn't look like there was anything important to report. It looked like Henri had saved the best booze for the back row. A naked lady stared coincidentally. Henri may have been a hippie, but a hippie with plenty of disposable income. That would have worked. I needed to find a 4-digit number.
Still don't know where to find the passcode.
I opened the compartment again.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's a safe that I can't get into.
Yeah.
That was almost a great idea. Almost. Now wasn't the time to call the security company. Nope. I needed to try something else.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do.
Well, if you get too stuck, you can always use the Googles.
That wouldn't have worked.
I can't put the
The
Otis
1600cc Type 2 VW camper
into the
in hippie
cooker
colors.
pipe.
A pair of evil eyes stared from... A pair of evil eyes. That would never happen. It was a cheesy lava. Henri agreed, 27th of May. Scrawled
That's
birthday.
It was his birthday?
May 27th, so it'll be 0527 probably.
I rewound the tape before the robbery. This was the first interesting frame. It was only studying La Malediction. He couldn't have had any idea what was about to happen. That was the earliest shot with anything interesting on it. Nico and I were taking a look at La Malediction just before the robbery. Funny, painting didn't strike me as remarkable at the time. Just odd. A good view of La Malediction. I could kind of see why Father Simeon thought it was evil. There was a certain presence about it. The killer caught in the act. There's nothing really distinctive about it. The moment it all went horribly wrong. The killer making his getaway. The painting was gone. There I was, taking a look at the alarm box. Hopefully I didn't look too suspicious. I hadn't thought about that when I was taking a look at the camera. That was the last shot. I realized I might have missed something from the earlier shot. The alarm should have sounded when the killer took the painting, but it had been sabotaged. I wondered who could have done that. Maybe Lane, or even Henri himself. Or perhaps even Vera Security, who'd installed the system. That was me fiddling with the alarm. Not my best angle. The alarm should have... Whoever was wearing that helmet was going to pay for what he did. A logo on the front of his helmet read Waterloo Motors. That could be. Wrong read. Why hadn't he backed down when the thief pulled the gun? If that was me, I'd have done whatever the guy wanted. Why hadn't he backed down? The image was a little fuzzy, but in the center of the painting was what looked like a snake eating its own tail. I thought about what the priest said. There was definitely something unsettling about the picture. The next shot had a better view of the writing on the helmet. This friend caught the moment the killer took the painting. The CCTV had caught the killer in the act of lifting La Melodic seal from the wall. He knew exactly which painting to take. The most striking aspect of the painting was a snake eating its own tail. It seemed that whenever Nico stepped back into my life, so did trouble. There I was, looking at the exhibition. That shot must have been before anyone else arrived at the gallery. Was Henri studying that picture, or did he look worried? There was definitely more to this robbery than I first thought. That was the earliest shot with the most striking...
Monsieur, sir, you have snuck in here, and now you are tampering with my evidence.
Who should I tell the truth or lie?
Is that your two options?
Yeah.
I would just lie, maybe.
I'm just looking for the name of the caterer. That cheese was to die for.
Ah, to die for? To kill. I put it to you, monsieur. Monsieur...
Stobart. George Stobart.
I put it to you that you came here in search of cheese and killed the owner in a fromage-induced frenzy.
Well, no. I'm from Paris Mutual. We insured the exhibition.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Time will tell, monsieur.
Truth will out, Inspector.
Who dares wins, Monsieur Stobart?
He who laughs last laughs loudest, Inspector Nave. The guy was seriously nuts.
May I remind you, monsieur, that a serious crime has been committed. I am going to have to ask you to return to the gallery.
Of course, but I do need to ask you a few questions.
D'accord. But remember, anything you say can be used against you, Monsieur Stobart.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind.
What?
She was asking the question.
Do you know anything
He's
about
like,
a company called Vera Security?
No, I have never heard of it. Now, I must get on with my investigation.
It's very likely that the security camera holds a clue to the killer's identity.
Monsieur, I am a professional, and you are an amateur. So, leave the investigating to me, huh? Pal? Monsieur, you are American, no?
Yeah, California born and bred.
Of course. I think perhaps you are wanting to be like that Starsky and Butch, monsieur. No? Rolling around on top of fast cars with beautiful ladies, firing your gun.
Interesting idea, Inspector, but not really my style.
Indeed. Well, let me tell you something, monsieur. You are my prime suspect. You may go now, but I will need to speak with you again.
I had some valuable leads, but before following up on them, I had important business to attend to. Hey, Nico, you want to grab a quick cup of coffee?
Sure.
I am pleased to announce that I have finished my preliminary investigation. This is now an official crime scene, and you must all go. I shall be questioning all of you again in the coming days. Nobody is to leave the country, particularly you, Monsieur Escobar. Monsieur Lane will stay behind to help secure the premises. Move!
Yes, Inspector.
Let them out.
Right, right.
Two coffees, please.
Nice working, Nico. Whatever you did, it worked.
I just need a tiny distraction, and Nave will be.
I think Nave would buy anything that had blood on it. You know, this whole setup, the theft, the murder, it just doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
Like I said, I think it was an inside job.
Go on.
Someone disabled the alarm, but on just one painting.
Let me guess. La maledicción.
Exactly. And I need to find out who did it. Well, the police thinks La Maledicción is evil.
George, he's just crazy.
Yeah, you're probably right. Strange girl.
Smell this.
Oh, zut alors. I have an uncle who used to wear that. Maman told me to watch out for him.
What?
With the perfume, I used it with her, and he's just like, smell this!
Squirt all over her toe?
Yeah.
Offer her a squirt?
Do you want to borrow these clippers?
Whatever, George. Never say that on a first date.
The security firm that Henri used was not the one I recommended.
Well, that's understandable. I've been to restaurants that you recommended.
I've got their address. Maybe they can tell me who could have had access to that alarm. The CCTV picked up an image of the thief. His helmet had the words Waterloo Motors written across it.
Interesting. I think I got a couple of good shots of him too, but I need to take a better look at them at home.
Great. Let me know what you find.
Good luck with your investigation. Well, I guess I should go. This story won't write itself. And Josh?
Yeah?
It's good to see you again.
Great to see you too, Nico. I watched you walk away. The sound of traffic, the sun shining, a crime to solve, and Nico back in my life.
can go to Henri's apartment or Vera's security.
What?
I can go to Henri's apartment or Vera's security. I'll go to the apartment first.
Yeah, I was gonna say go to the apartment first. That is
As I approached Henri's apartment, I started to doubt whether coming here so soon after his death was such a great idea. Tony's Bazaar. Expensive. Parisian spring fashion. Reminds me why I love this city. I recognize the name Sasha from the charger listed in Henry's credit card number. At the end of the road, I could see the magnificent Bois de Boulogne. Paris sure had a lot of similar-looking cafes. Unsurprisingly, the front door was locked. Excuse me, madame. This is George Stobart. Could I talk to you? George Stobart, madame. I'm from the insurance company. No, I'm not selling, madame. It's about the gallery theft. Madame, Right. Now that hadn't achieved much. That would be pointless. I decided not to call her again quite so soon. It would have been pointless to call her, though. I have nothing new to report. Mr. Rickenbacker, I want some new information. I found a piece of paper that shows Henri went against my recommendations for security. I guess I'm just wondering why.
You're on the case, Gilbert. Let's find out where that meeting's gone.
That wouldn't make any sense.
I don't know, maybe I have to go to the other place first. I'm not sure how to get in.
Are you gonna want anything else to go with the tuna helper? Like as a side?
I'll figure it out.
Toast, or buns, or we had some green beans, or
I might just stop playing
asparagus.
here.
That's fine.